All right, video number 4. We'll be talking about Amusing Ourselves to Death by Neil Postman. And so, the meaning of this axiom, which the medium is the message, um, the meaning is, as Postman talks about in his book, the medium is like talking, the written word, social media, television, whatever you use to get something out to the public. It could be your own voice, the written word, whatever you use. The message is what you're proclaiming. I mean, you could be proclaiming something about God, something about the devil, something about healthcare, politics, something, just off the wall crazy stuff. Uh, and he talks about how we amuse ourselves to death uh, by we have so many comforts. We have so many screens that we look at. We have so much. There's no struggle that goes on in our lives really. And if there is a struggle, it's not much of a struggle. So the medium is the message has to do with that, how we get a message across and what medium we're using. But he's saying that like we're so caught up in television and now the internet. This is kind of an older book. He doesn't really mention the internet a whole lot, but uh, we're caught up in that. So we the the medium he's saying is the message. Okay, I really don't agree with the medium being the message. I think the medium is what you use to put your message through. But I understand where he's going with it in the book. Uh, how should it impact our attitude toward visual media? Um, we need to be careful. We need to uh, do our research on stuff. I mean, a lot of times we see stuff in the visual media and we just take it as that's real. That's the way things are. You know, oh, I have a visual of it, so uh, it's got to be real because I saw it on TV or the internet or whatever. And there's something that happens to our minds, like Postman talked about in the book, how people's attention spans are all screwed up now because we just don't have the attention spans. He talks about a speech with Lincoln and a guy that he was having a debate with, and it lasted for several hours. And Lincoln like sent everybody home to eat dinner and come back, and it was like 7 hours or something of a debate. That's just crazy. I can barely get through like three, so I guess that's I fall into that camp too. But anyway, how should it impact our Christian convictions, in particular our view of God's written revelation, and shape this attitude? Um, Impacting our Christian convictions, we can't forget that there's a God out here that controls everything, and we need to honor Him. He sent Christ to die on our behalf. He did it all for us. Okay, and what we're doing, we have it so good, and especially in the United States, but in the Western world now, and we want to thank government. We want to thank the banks. We want to thank all these different entities. We should be thanking God. But there's so much out there with the media and stuff, and they just keep pushing all this stuff. And we have to be careful with that because we have to use this media, to get along in the world today. Otherwise, you're hiding out in the woods like John the Baptist, and I'm pretty sure they'd put any of us in jail just like they did him. So we do have to be careful, and we need to be responsible. We need to not forget that there's a God in heaven that has provided all this, but not for us to misuse. We need to have our wits about us. We need to really think about the media we look at and use, and things that go into our brain. And that's really where I'm at on this. I could say more, but I know the video's running long as it is, so I'm gonna cut it short and get off of here. I like the first 5 chapters. I can't wait to read the rest of it, and we'll be back for next time.